Hello everybody, this is LA and this is a short video on one of the tools here at the TA Today site. Part of the integrated set of tools. If you come to TA Today, to the tatoday.com, scroll down to this tools, choose a tool. There's of course a number of tools ranging from the charts to the scanner, all integrated through watch list and all fairly unique compared to anything else you can find on the web. So let's talk about the trading cube. Now, if I click on it, the trading cube is going to come up with an empty screen. There's nothing here. You have to actually pick a stock. I'll just pick, let's take Apple for example. We type in Apple and then it's going to draw the cube. Now, the concept of the trading cube was something that was talked about originally in the second book, Trend Trading Setups. And what it was the idea is that, hey, you know, there is trend, we can measure trend, we can look at trend, and we can look at it not only, and shouldn't look at it at not only just the one stock, one time frame, short term, which is what almost everybody does. Almost everybody's view when they're looking at stocks is this one little quadrant. Most people never look at the intermediate or long term, and they certainly don't look at the sector or at the general market, and they certainly don't look at it with respect to mean time to failure, cumulative mean time to failure. So as a lot said, it's all compactly represented here in terms of time frames, instruments, and the trend associated with each of those, all in a snapshot view, almost like an accountant's balance sheet where you can quickly ascertain kind of a snapshot view of that company at that particular point in time. That's what the trading cube does for trend for a particular stock, sector, general market across the three time frames. So let's now dissect what this means. So if I'm looking at the trading cube and I want to know what that stock is doing, I can actually click on that one time frame and it will pop up that time frame view for that particular stock. And so what I just saw here on the stock said it was sideways. If I go back to the charts, now of course this is the TA Today charts that are being popped up here. If I come here and look at them, they're going to show me that yes, it's sideways. That's what that little arrow shows you. It has gone sideways. There's other things, of course, on this chart described elsewhere, like you know, resistance zones, support zones, but in the swing points, those are the main things that we look at. Always about 60 bars on the chart, and if I click here, that's Apple on a bullish time frame. Excuse me, on a bullish signal. That's this green arrow that you see. Support is right up underneath. Again, it's telling you it's bullish. It's 79% mean time to failure, cumulative mean time to failure. What does that tell me? That tells me that it's 47 bars into this bullish trend. So the bullish trend started way back here, it looks like. And if you count it up, that's 47 bars now that it's been bullish. And since we know the cumulative failure rate of all trends over time, we can calculate how probable it is that that bullish trend itself is going to fail. And failure simply means that you transition away from it. How would you transition away from it? You would have to actually break a swing point low. And so in this case, Apple would have to trade below 104, the 104 area. And the probability of it doing that is growing each week that Apple continues higher. Mean time to failure gives you that information. So that too is contained here. You can click any of these on any of the charts. It would pop up that time frame and you could look at it for that particular, this is XLY, how many bars, what is cumulative MTTF is. Same thing here on the general indexes. So what you have is you have a very compact visual representation of trend for the stock, for the sector, for the market on each of the time frames, giving you the trend itself and of course the MTTF. If we scroll down, we can also get the details for the last three transitions Each of those are detailed here. The one that we're on now, if we go back up here, sideways trend, that's sideways. This is for the stock. That's sideways. The one prior to it was bullish. The one prior to that was confirmed bullish. The red and green tell you whether it's confirmed or suspect. Confirmed simply means that it has broken over or it has transitioned with confirmed volume. So whatever swing point it broke, it actually had more volume than it did on that swing point. Bearish or suspect red tells you that it was lighter. You can also look, this also gives you the details of these zones that we were talking about. It gives you the details of what those zones look like, what their characteristics are in terms of what their ranking is, 1 being the best, 0 being the worst in terms of the rankings, in terms of strength of that support zone or that resistance zone. It gives you the actual numbers themselves, right? It tells you what the date was, and it also tells you the time frame. You can click on any of these and it will sort them. That's also true up here. You can click on them. And then down here are the fundamental information that I believe are key to you. We only look at a few, and those fundamentals are always listed here along with the next earnings date if we can determine that. So the trend, the MTTFs, all of that here on the Trading Cube available to you. If you need help, you can click on the help button. It will pop you over and you can get help on these various items that we just discussed. That's the Trading Cube. That's how it works. That's what it is. Very compact, fast way to look at the market or an individual stock, sector, and market, as you can see. All right, that's it. Thanks. Take care.